Rick Riordan says, "You will recognize many ingredients from other YA fantasy authors. The Institute sorts its students into houses like Harry Potter. The cutthroat competitions among the Golds is very like the Hunger Games. And the nature of the training is described as a year-long deadly game of capture the flag in which the houses, all named after Roman gods, fight one another while the proctors float about them and watch them from a levitating mountain called Olympus." That too seemed all too familiar. Welcome back, book burners. We're looking at top reviews of popular books you were burned by or burned through. My name is Ben. Let's dive in. Today's book is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. With an overall rating of 4.27 stars on Goodreads and 685,000 reviews, let's jump in with the 1 star. Amber says, "You know, for a book with such high Goodreads ratings and so many screaming fangirls, I honestly expected Red Rising to be better. I would like to point out that this world building makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, and I refuse. The women in this book are mostly oppressed by the men. They are said to be weaker, even to the gods, who have been genetically modified to be stronger, and so should be equal with the men of the same rank. You know, for such a dull book, Red Rising actually gave me a lot of rage." 2 stars. Yoon says, "I feel like Brown's inexperience as an author really shows in this book. He doesn't quite know how to bring some of his deeper themes into the story, so he just uses a lot of flowery and overdramatic language, coming across as pretentious and completely bogging down what should be an otherwise fast-paced book. And the plot is awkward and lumbering, though it does tighten up in the last quarter of the book and finally comes together." 3 stars. May says, "To everyone who's like, OMG, Pierce Brown's face, 5 stars. I agree. But just please don't get blinded by his face and jump into this book with those kind of expectations, because even his face could not save me from the boredom that was the first 300 pages. 4 stars. Petrick says, "Let's get the 2 most asked questions about this book out of the way. Number 1, is this book specifically geared towards the YA audience? No. Number 2, is this book really similar to the Hunger Games? Honestly, there were a few similarities. The right question, though, should be, are they in the same league with each other? My answer will have to be absolutely not. Red Rising made the Hunger Games look like child's play." 5 stars. Rick Riordan says, "You will recognize many ingredients from other YA fantasy authors. The Institute sorts its students into houses like Harry Potter. The cutthroat competitions among the Golds is very like the Hunger Games. And the nature of the training is described as a year-long deadly game of capture the flag in which the houses, all named after Roman gods, fight one another while the proctors float about them and watch them from a levitating mountain called Olympus." That too seemed all too familiar. And yet Red Rising is more than the sum of its parts. Pierce Brown manages to craft all these elements into something new, something believable and exciting. If you like YA adventures and the ones mentioned above, this is definitely a book you should check out. So there you have it. Those are some of the top reviews on the book Red Rising. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments and tell me which one I should cover next.